Hello, Capricorns. Welcome to Crystal Raven Tarot. This is going to be your January 2020 reading. I was shuffling, I was doing the pre-shuffle, getting into like the meditation, getting into the energy, and these cards popped out, and I'd already passed up some really great cards with the Gilded deck, and I put back in, and then I'm using Magical Times this go around. And these cards popped out, and I was like, well, I just gotta continue to do the read because of what I got out of the cards. So that's why you have cards on the table already. Normally I do not do that because I want you to see what I'm doing, but these were too powerful. I am using Magical Times empowerment cards for you guys this time. I'm going to do the bottom of the deck. We'll go here. Let me just move this out of the way. That's going to bother me. Okay. I pull from the bottom of the deck, and I read that at the end, if you'd like to stick around. Also, I don't do personals at this time. I'm going to set that up for this new year, though, and I think that's it. I think. Anyways, okay, so let's go get into it. Spirits that guide me, angels that protect me, goddesses, and my God, thank you for today, and thank you for the things that you teach us. Help me to see and to hear the messages that I need to for Capricorns who need to hear a message today. Thank you for the messages that you do give, and thank you for being here with me. All right, guys. So, through the deck, the magical deck, you got power. It says call upon the elements, focus your intentions, the greatest dragon is within you. That's the first card that popped out. Second card was cycles. You are all becoming. Surrender to your changes, release your fear, trust this powerful process. Cycles. And then you got prosperity. Focus on the positive and more good will come. Give thanks for blessings and they will multiply. Prosperity begins in the mind. So 3 very, very powerful cards. And with us in Capricorn season, this can relate to anybody at this time because of the energy that we're in right now. Because we all have 12 signs. We all have signs in different houses. So check your not your cycle, I just saw cycle. Check your birth chart to find out where that is. But at any rate, Capricorn energy is going to be handling with all of us right now. There is great power when we realize the duality within ourselves, okay? And if you see, it's like there's 2 dragons in this, there's also 2 dragons in this, and then there's 3 frogs. What this tells me is that it's like balancing ourselves, and then getting to where we can work with others in prosperity. There's like 2 major cycles that had to happen, 2 major situations, 2 major things that had to get cleared out. Two things. And those things, and if they haven't been cleared out yet, they will be, and those things are going to move into a prosperity, okay? So let's get into the tarot, and let's get some clarifiers on these, okay, guys? Wow, Capricorn. You guys are definitely coming into something. I don't know what it is, but you're coming into something. But we're going to figure it out. It's going to be different for everybody, of course, you know, because this is for, thousands of people, but that prosperity, no matter what the prosperity is and what form it comes, be thankful for it, right? Prosperity is prosperity. Why are we worried about what kind of prosperity, you know? All right. Spirit, give me some messages for power for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for this time of January. We got the Tower on the floor. Power for Capricorn. Give me some messages for power for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Power for Capricorn. Okay, give me a minute. Let me get these off the floor. Okay. All right, so we got the Tower first, the Six of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Holy camoli crapolies. Okay, so what this is telling me is that there's definitely an enlightened moment, I'll say, about who you can equally give and take with and who you can actually build with. This is figuring out exactly where you're wanting to go with your life, what is going to, not necessarily, I know this says power, but not exactly power. It's being secure, being safe, having what you need in life, feeling like you're not needing to depend on a ton of people, or feeling like you've got your own things going on, whatever the deal is. There's a balance that needed to happen as far as ego goes, okay? And ego is a good thing to have to a degree, right? Anything in excess is not okay. So figuring out that balance so that you can use your dark and your light side, which is something that all of us are going through right now. We're all trying to figure out how to deal and how to balance out our masculine and our feminine within us. Because once we do that, then we are whole. And once we are whole, then we can start connecting with other people who are whole and raise the vibration and raise joy and love and happiness, right? So with this is figuring out who you want with you and who you do not. There's been an energy of making sure everybody cleans house, right? Figuring out who they want to take into 2020 and who they do not want to take into 2020, and being very careful about who they choose to take to 2020. Clarify cycles for Capricorn. Clarify cycles. We got the Ten of Swords on the board. Clarify cycles for Capricorn. Oh, wow. Okay. We got the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Cups, Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. There's going to be brand new love come out of a lot of pain. That cycle's over. This is something somebody's worried about. Somebody has really they couldn't get out of their own way. They wondered, they stressed, they didn't know what to do. And that information, that communication is coming through, that the cycle is now over, that this is something that they had to learn so that they can maybe understand unconditional love. They can understand forgiveness. They can understand how to build after a tower falls, right? Understanding how cycles work, the ebbs and flows, and when it's not good, how you can still work together to make it good with people. Because you realize we're all going through this in similar fashions. We're all going through this in ways, and we can all help each other build. We can all help each other see. We can all communicate and help each other get through cycles, right? Because we're all helping each other and hopefully all seeing what's going on, especially the ones that are getting the counseling in any shape or form, just trying to seek help so that they can have some peace in their life, figuring out how to get that. And sometimes the greatest love can come out of the greatest pain, and it's remembering that or understanding that or even accepting that. Sometimes it's hard to even receive it, right? Something that has hurt us so bad, how can we love that? Something that has been, keeps us just in a mind space, though there's communication about that. And, cycles can actually come to an end and things can get better because it comes to prosperity next. Clarify this prosperity. Clarify this prosperity for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Clarify this prosperity. Clarify prosperity for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Bottom of the deck will go right there. Let's see what we got. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, we've got the Seven of Wands, working really, really hard to get where you're at. Some people might not even understand it. They might not get what you're doing. They may not even understand how in the world you're supposed to prosper off of where you're going. But after coming out of this cycle, you see things in a whole new light. And this can even be communication from spirit, that enlightened moment of, oh my gosh, okay, I've got to stop what I'm doing and I'm going to do this. And everybody's like, what? You're doing a 360? What's going on? And it balances it out, like you're balancing your life. You're bringing that emotional balance with that physical passion. And this is Sagittarius, and Mars just went into Sagittarius, so you're bringing your emotions into a passionate state. You may be going into your own business, and nobody understands why. Like, they don't understand why you'd quit your job or do whatever you're doing, but it's definitely something you worked really hard to get to. It's something you have balance with, okay? And by stepping away and bringing balance, it completes a cycle. It actually finishes this cycle out completely. And once you put you first and oh, okay, I just said put your recognize your spiritual talents, recognize your God-given talents, recognize what you were born with, the natural things. If you can slow yourself down a minute and notice what you're just naturally good at, when you figure out what that is, and because this cycle has to start coming to a close so your mind can get clear, because you want to know for sure who you can work with and who you can build a foundation with. Once you get that clear, once that mind just clears, you can see things in a different light and move forward towards something you are naturally good at, and you build it out of emotion. And you have the Emperor, the Page of Cups, and the Two of Wands next. This could definitely be a boss figure, a CEO, somebody that owns a lot of stuff, has a lot of money, offering something to you that would be in an emotional way. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can just be somebody that really cares for you, and then you have to make a choice on what you want to do. And it could definitely be a job offer from somebody that cares deeply for you. This could be a romantic offer, definitely. But with the prosperity, I mean, other than the fact that maybe they may have a lot of money and therefore, that's going to help you move forward. I guess love, again, is prosperity, and it's different ways that you can have prosperity. And so if this is your person that's coming in and giving you this brand new offer of love, you have to figure out what you have to give up or what you have to do in your life so that you are prepared for this Emperor. These cycles have to clear up, guys, because if this is a love offer and this Emperor is on their way, they've fought hard. They went through their dark shadow work. They just did their work. They looked at the dragon within themselves, and they even looked at the dragon within themselves that they don't want to see. And they faced it, and they dealt with it. And they went through the pain, and they refelt everything so that they could heal it with unconditional love and get out of this headspace that they were in where they couldn't move forward. And now it's going from not moving forward to moving forward so quickly. Look at this. It's like pain to love, can't move to fast action. And actually it's like that, but that cycle is over. It's just over. And if it isn't for you yet, it will be. It's fluid. Energy's fluid. Time's fluid. And then you've got over here working hard to get to where you're at, to offer something, to bring balance, to close out a complete cycle, to have prosperity. All right. I'm going to use the Kipper deck, and I'm going to see what this might be about, okay? A little bit deeper, and then that will be your reading through the bottom of the deck, and we'll see what's going on. Spirit, give me some messages on this Tower for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Tower. Give me a message on this Tower. Okay. No. Okay. We got the Child, Thoughts, and Privileged Lady. Okay? What this says to me is there's a brand new beginning with someone or you who has these fantastic thoughts that would put you in a space of being very privileged. There is a brand new, this Tower does not feel like it's crumbling down, like anything bad is really happening. What this Tower feels like is an aha moment, oh wow, we could do it this way, or I just figured this out. Let's do it like this. And it's a brand new idea, starting out from just thoughts, just being calm, artistic. Look, it's a paint. Look, there's paint. It's an artistic 1616 on the clock when I said that. Artistic, just, you cannot be creative and artistic if you're stressed out, right? So when you get into that space where you can clear that stuff out of your head, you can become very creative in ways of getting things done. Okay? I love that energy. Okay. Four of Wands, please. Clarify this Four of Wands for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Poverty and courtship. 37 breaks down to 10. So that is the ending of poverty, this courtship, this coming together with somebody. Maybe a partnership, maybe romantic. However that may be, with the Six of Pentacles, like I said, it could be romantic, could be business. With the Six of Pentacles, this is like romantic and soulmate connection, home, family, building something out of creative Mars energy, passion, you know, really wanting to work hard for what you have. And this courtship, however that may be, the doubling, the coupling up of energy, is ending this poverty. Whatever poverty that is, it doesn't have to be money, it can be emotional poverty. Hold on. Got a card on the floor. Okay. Oh, nope, Spirit wanted me to do that. It fell right here on this Eight of Swords. And I was going to clarify it, but I guess Spirit just decided to do it for me. The Ten of Swords to the Eight of Swords, that pain that's kept you stuck where you can't move. We got message of concern, change, and sudden wealth. Okay? It's like changing the thought process. This is, you can even be changing your residence, changing where you're at, just getting out of the situation. Understanding that there is, that you saw the, how am I saying this? Hold on. You saw the signs, you heard the messages, you might have even seen an actual message, a 3D message, but you listened. And because you listened and you changed your situation and you figured out what needed to happen, now you have sudden wealth because you listened. And it might have been really scary to do the change, but you did it. What's this Eight of Wands with the Ace of Cups? Eight of Wands, Ace of Cups. 38. Toil and labor. You've worked really hard, Capricorn. This breaks down to an 11, which is a divine number, a master number. You've worked really hard to get where you're at. And you deserve to have that kind of love. You deserve to have the kind of outlook on how you can use your hard work that you've had into prosperity. How you can manifest your sudden wealth that you're wanting. You've worked extremely hard. Spirit sees it. Your cycles are over. You've worked hard to get through that cycle. You've worked really hard to get through that cycle. Spirit, give me some messages on this Emperor, please. Give me messages on this World What's good on the world? What's over? For this world, we got the mature woman. Wow. Wow. The world. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's an energy of the masculine and feminine fighting, and that's within us as well. So what's ending through all of these cycles that's going on, and we're all in this Capricorn energy right now, so this is going to be for everyone to certain degrees who resonate with this type of energy. The prosperity comes from working extremely hard to bring balance into our lives to close out a cycle. That's what I was just saying with this right here. And if you look, we got main female, distant horizons, and then mature female. A cycle. It took time. This is what this says. It took time to close out this cycle so that this gift of this actual, maybe this gift is you, maybe the emperor is you, and you're going to own your own company and you're going to run some shit and you're going to do some really great things. Maybe that is you, and this is a gift that God is giving you because now you've realized who you are and how you can be beneficial to this world, or to the people around you, or to your family, or to your whatever. You're just your community. There's an energy of dreaming, of having equal give and take with somebody, not just a partnership, but it's a gift, an equal give and take, and that's coming with this mature woman. There's, you know, this energy now of, okay, the feminine side has matured, so now the masculine side is kind of going through their own, with this gift, that masculine side coming up, and us being able to focus and do more work and get things done. That is something that we have to handle now with care, because our emotions are now mature and we know where to place those because we've dealt with our feminine sides. It's the masculine sides that are coming out now with the trying to get things done, and it is great, and it's just like this breaks down to an 8, 17 breaks to an 8, so it's just the ebb and flow like I was talking about. Bottom of the deck will go right there. So let's see what the bottom of the deck says. There is a choice here, by the way, with this offer. You got adversity. See the gifts in challenge. One can be taught within the calm. One can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. Adversity. And this is true. There's that ten of swords that learned in the storm. You got the sun. And then you got the courthouse. Well, now that is interesting, isn't it? Oh, okay. You definitely, number one, this, first of all, I got going to do paperwork. This is not like the other courthouse card in this deck. This is more just like paperworks, contracts, having to, I mean, this could even be going and paying your house taxes. It's like having to go to a government building to get contracts, to get somebody to sign for you, things like that. And if you're trying to, get a business started, you have to go to the courthouse, get regulations. It could definitely also be allowing yourself to discuss some things about issues, pains that you might have had, and going to a courthouse or your state capital and getting political about some things because you're tired of feeling like everything is a challenge. Everything seems to be like the weak, or not the weak, the but yeah, I'd say you probably saw some people that you thought, man, they're weak, you know, and people just keep kicking them while they're down, you know, and then you feel like that's how I feel sometimes. Like, when is it going to give up and all this stuff? And I think that that adversity and those challenges are like it says, it is your gift to where you can do something for the greater good. Yep, that's what it is. That's what it is. This offer of working together, going through this cycle, and showing your adversity, showing the struggles you've been through, showing the challenges, showing the problems, the things, the pain. It is sudden wealth because you'll be changing, and you have changed a lot of things, and because of that, you're going to be able to actually change a lot of things in your world, your government, maybe even the world at large, if you concentrate completely on what you're wanting and understand that sometimes pain has to happen in order for unconditional love to come in. We can't truly know love unless we've really known pain, and we can't truly know anything unless it's like one to the other. It's like, oh my gosh, it's the cycles, it's the like the duality, like I said. And this dragon is white and this dragon is brown. I just noticed that, the light and the dark, just the shadow side, working extremely hard to get where you're at, and a choice that will have to be made. And I will tell you, it will take courage to make the choice. That's what I heard. Courage. It will take courage. It's going to look like it's this kind of offer. This is if for people who are resonating with this, whatever offer for this prosperity is, it will look like this baby offer, like it's just not a whole lot. It's not it's like the beginning, or like it's just not as full as you want the cup, you know, it's not as full as you want it to be. But it's actually hiding this, which is this, a huge gift, and it's actually the Emperor. It's not the Page of Cups. It's an Emperor. So remember that, okay? Somebody comes along, and or you're in a situation you think it's not that big of a deal, or it's not that great. Behind that wall, before you see what's really going on, is somebody that can really change your life. Okay? All right, guys. I really hope that this resonated with somebody. I hope that you enjoyed this. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And I will see you guys for your full moon reads. All right, Capricorn. Thanks. Bye.